Let's talk about romance anime. This genre is a genre that has always brought me comfort in pretty much all myriads of my life. From high school to college, and even some of middle school when I was watching anime, the romance genre has always been there for me. And although not all romance anime is created equal, have been some absolute bangers in the last couple years. I think the main reason that I wanted to make this video now rather than later is because we're seeing a lot of progress across the board in the romance genre. Like, for once in a very long time, we're actually seeing the main characters actually start their meaningful relationships with their love interest. I mean, shoot. Although I didn't read it, I know that Uzaki-chan just finished, and I heard that that ending was interesting, to say the least. And in other series, such as Nagatoro, we finally saw what I like to call the good ending. I'll also give a shout out to Gojo from My Dress Up Darling for finally also getting the win. What I'm trying to get at is that although the romance genre can be, at times, very cliche, and very oversaturated, there is still a lot of romance anime out there, and manga, that are just really, really good. It has always been a genre that has brought me a lot of comfort, and I know it brings a lot of different anime fans from all stretches of life a lot of comfort as well. And although it is a genre that I don't think is necessarily underappreciated, I think it's a genre that definitely doesn't get as many flowers as, say, the shonen or the seinens. If I had to say that I had like a favorite romance anime, I'd probably have to think about it. If I had to pick one in like recent years, I'd totally say that Kaguya-sama is or has been one of my favorite animes over the last couple years, but I don't know if it's necessarily my favorite of all time. I'd have to think about it. The first romance anime that I can remember watching was probably Pet Girl of Sakura Sao. And to that extent, I would like to also give a shout out to Hajime Kamoshida, who also wrote Bunny Girl Senpai. And these two romance animes / mangas are probably, I'd say, in my top 10, top 15, comfortably. The last anime that I'd probably also put up there, at least in my top 5, is Golden Time. Just because we don't see a whole lot of romance anime take place outside of high school. And aside from the whole, like, ghost arc towards the end of the series, I think that Golden Time as a romance is still really good. Eventually, I'll probably make a video on, like, my top 3 romance anime of all time, but for now, I just kind of wanted to put this out there because of current events in the romance manga space. I also just kind of want to make clear right off the bat that I don't just like fighting games and shonen anime. I like a lot of different anime, and the romance genre is one that is totally a favorite of mine. And I think that just comes down to who I am as a person and how much I value emotions. Especially those raw human emotions that you can only get through a connection as strong as love, which has so many definitions. But I think that's about it for this video. I know it's a little shorter and a little more all over the place, but like I said, I wanted to make it very clear that I really like romance anime, and if there's ever one that interests you, I have probably already seen it, or I am more than happy to take any suggestions on watching one. Except for School Days. I will not, and I will never, understand the fan base behind School Days. But that's its own separate video, and I'm sorry to any School Days fans out there, but I think that that anime is hot trash. But please, feel free to let me know what you guys think. Do you guys like romance anime? Do you guys hate it? Do you think it's too cliche? Or what's your favorite one? I'm more than happy to start a discussion in the comments, so long as we're keeping it respectful, obviously. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please feel free to subscribe, leave a comment, or like the video. This has been Soggy Taco, otherwise known as Tiago, signing off. Hasta luego.